a long way from the beach.
Hey guys, today I'm going to give you 11 tips for driving Going to the Sun Road in Glacier National Park. This video is presented in 4K Ultra HD. Tip number 1, length matters. Width matters too. Vehicles and vehicle combinations that are longer than 21 feet or wider than 8 feet are prohibited driving Going to the Sun Road. This is because there are places in the road where it is rather narrow, and there's also some twisty and windy bits. So you really need to pay attention to the length and width restrictions before you take anything up there that would cause any kind of difficulty. Now, if your rig is too long to drive Going to the Sun Road, you're not out of luck. Consider taking the free shuttle. First of all, it's free. Secondly, it runs fairly frequently. I believe every 15 to 30 minutes. About 150,000 people every year choose to take the free shuttle along Going to the Sun Road. If you have any fears about driving Going to the Sun Road, just relax and let someone else worry about it. Take the free shuttle. Obviously, you want to obey all posted speed limits. Turn on your headlights when you're driving Going to the Sun Road, and push in your tow mirrors. You don't want your tow mirrors hanging out into the next lane of traffic as you're driving along the road. On that note, you don't want your tow mirrors taking out a cyclist either. And yes, you will see people traversing Going to the Sun Road on bicycles. I believe they restrict bicycle activity in the peak months of July and August, but really you always need to be cautious around bicycles up there because the road doesn't have much of a shoulder to speak of, and in places there's not much of a guardrail either. What serves as a guardrail quite often is just a row of stones. So if it's scary to you in a vehicle, you can imagine how it must feel to someone on a bicycle. Passengers with a fear of heights should really sit on the driver's side of the vehicle when you're ascending from the west. And when you're descending from the east, those passengers can sit on the passenger side of the vehicle. Parking along Going to the Sun Road is rather limited. There's one really large parking lot up at Logan's Pass, which is kind of near the summit or pinnacle of the road. During the high season, July and August, this parking lot gets very full around mid-morning. We have a saying at Walkabout Production Group, the best time to travel is when the rest of the world does not. So during peak season, if you find yourself in Glacier National Park, you'll be better off driving the road either early in the morning or later in the afternoon once the crowds have thinned. During the peak time of the day, you may be waiting for a parking space at Logan's Pass. You're probably going to want to bring some snacks and cold drinks along with you in your vehicle. That's because there's really no food service whatsoever along Going to the Sun Road. Every winter, the road takes a lot of damage when it's closed, and it gets hammered by the weather in Glacier National Park. So every spring and summer, there's a bit of a rebuilding process in which sections of the road will be undergoing some construction. So you might as well just plan on construction delays. Don't go to Going to the Sun Road and plan on getting in a hurry, okay? You need to relax, enjoy the scenery, enjoy the experience. Don't try and rush through it. Watch out for wildlife along the way. We've seen a little bit of everything along Going to the Sun Road. Mountain goats, bighorn sheep, and we've also seen bear, both grizzly and black. We tend to see the black bear on the western side of the park, and we've seen more grizzly to the east. You need to be prepared for different types of weather and for possible changes in weather, because we've driven Going to the Sun Road at times when it's been sunny down in the valley portion of the road, and then you get up near the peak around Logan's Pass and it can be foggy, There could be sleet and rain and snow up there. So it never hurts to have some extra clothing or a jacket or a hat in your vehicle with you, so you'll be prepared for any changes in weather. One final tip, you really should hike the Hidden Lake Trail that's located right behind the Logan's Pass Visitor Center. Christy and I have hiked this trail many times. It's a short hike, but you'll be rewarded with some of the most beautiful scenery, I think, anywhere in North America. It's a fantastic little hike. You might see wildlife along the trail. We've certainly seen mountain goats up there. You could see bighorn sheep, and there are bear warnings from time to time, so I know there must be bear activity up there as well. In my opinion, going to the Sun Road should be on every traveler's bucket list. It's a wonderful drive. Just keep these tips in mind when you go, and you're gonna have a great time. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you disliked it, give it a thumbs down. Feel free to leave a comment. And of course, don't forget to subscribe.
The sound you hear is not rain, it's hail. You notice there's a lot of snow around here, and it's August.